There is a new battle brewing at City Hall in St. John's, and this time it's over television coverage of council meetings. Cable Atlantic has decided that as of January 1st, the council meetings will be dropped from their television lineup. Cable Atlantic President Danny Williams says his company can no longer afford to continue coverage. For Cable Atlantic, city taxes have increased some 500% since 1992. Mr. Williams says something has to be cut to reduce expenditures. In the meantime, council says it doesn't like the decision. Today, the mayor of the capital, John Murphy, canceled his cable subscription for his summer home in Manuels. The deputy mayor, Andy Wells, says Cable Atlantic is a rich company and municipal taxes are not the reason for canceling coverage of council. It has become a popular show with the viewing audience, the Monday night council meeting broadcast on Cable Atlantic. But now the show is over. Cable Atlantic wants a break on its municipal taxes. They've increased by 500%, yet the Cable Atlantic building on Kenmount Road isn't hooked up to the city's water and sewer system. Cable Atlantic President Danny Williams says as a result of high taxation, his company has no other choice but to cut expenditures. And as of January 1st, the axe falls on City Council.
Well, this is expensive coverage, and we had to look at where we can shave our operating expenses. You know, one of the more expensive productions is City Council. Another one, which we do, of course, are Maple Leaf hockey games. And, you know, that's a 6-camera coverage, and it costs us a lot of money to do it. There's no contribution towards that coverage, and we take it on the chin. So we had to start shaving. Maple Leaf hockey coverage is very popular, as our City Council meetings have been popular over the years. But we've got to look at one of them, and we've decided to cut the council meetings.
Deputy Mayor Andy Wells says he simply doesn't buy the argument. He says Cable Atlantic makes a healthy profit each year, and he feels higher taxes aren't a factor.
These taxes are business expenses. They can be written off, obviously, against operating revenue. In the case of Cable Atlantic, of course, you're talking about a monopoly service which is allowed to earn somewhere around over 23% or up to 23% on return on investment over a 5-year average. So it's a highly profitable company that we're talking about.
So now the deputy mayor wants council to take action. He feels council should lodge a complaint with the CRTC, and council should remove Danny Williams from the board of directors of the St. John's Maple Leafs. There's no love lost between Andy Wells and Danny Williams. Today, the deputy mayor said Mr. Williams is just trying to get his own way.
What you're dealing with here is, as I say, is basically a spoiled little rich kid who can't get his own way.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, I don't like him because he is a spoiled little rich kid.
This has nothing to do with Andy, and you know, my opinion, Andy's opinion doesn't count. So what he says or does is really irrelevant.
In Newfoundland and Labrador tonight, tax protest. Cable Atlantic won't air St. John's City Council meetings. And no more weekend waters. Some Gould's residents lose an important service. Good evening, I'm Glenn Summer. Also tonight, a Newfoundland woman is getting an international reputation for her Christmas crafts. And weightlifting for seniors. Cable Atlantic's top-rated show is being pulled off the air. Starting in January, St. John's City Council meetings won't be part of the cable company's programming. And a big part of the reason is a tax tiff between City Hall and Cable Atlantic's owners. Russell Wingurski has this report.
Procedures is out of order to read. You are out of order, Council, and you are just trying to push the rules as far as you can go. Out of order.
It's meetings like this one that have made Cable Atlantic's 11 years of St. John's City Council coverage legendary.
This councillor is out of order, and the meeting is adjourned.
But Cable Atlantic owner Danny Williams says he's pulling the plug to make a point about his taxes.
You know, we're not prepared as a company to allow the city to gouge us and really give us what we consider to be excessive and maybe punitive taxation.
Williams says he has 60 employees in this building and it doesn't even have municipal water and sewer service. Even so, the city wants $166,000 a year in taxes. So Williams decided to hit the politicians where it hurts, in the public image. For Deputy Mayor Andy Wells, that's dirty pool.
It's improper, it's unethical, it's blackmail, it's probably, I don't know, we'll find out whether or not it is legal, but it certainly is insulting. And
he says it's a case of Williams trying to get out of paying his fair share.
It's an example of the arrogance that I've got a cable TV license and it's my toy, it's my plaything, and I'll do with it as I see fit. And I'll dole out cable coverage here or cable coverage here, depending how the recipients of that coverage respond to what I want to have done.
But Williams says taxes aren't the only reason. He says the show is losing its following.
I'm getting a lot of people who come up to me personally and say, look, why do you continue to carry the gong show?
People we talk to seem to agree.
Every time you look at it, they're fighting anyway.
I look at it sometimes to get a good laugh for myself at some of the stupid things they do there.
You had no business concealing this information.
I didn't conceal this there. I got it there.
Well, you can't get a copy of this.
Shut up, will you?
Williams also says when stuff like this is picked up by the CBC and shown outside the province, Newfoundland's reputation suffers.
But then the people on the mainland and mainland Canada look at this and say, this place is really a banana republic. Why would I be bothered doing business down there? So I think we're making a laughingstock out of ourselves and it becomes an embarrassment.
Williams says he's made his decision. City Council can lower his taxes if they want, but he says he won't be bringing back their video soapbox. For CBC News, I'm Russell Wongursky in St. John's.